Good morning. On this Saturday morning, we can declare we don't agonize, we organize, we unionize. Thank you, Candace, for your introduction. More importantly, thank you for blazing a path as an insulator apprentice in San Francisco. We are so proud of you. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? We're so proud of you. Chair Vicki O'Leary and the Tradeswomen's Committee, thank you for organizing this year's Tradeswomen's Build Nations Conference, where we'll show the power of solidarity, strength, and sisterhood. Let us salute your outstanding president, Sean McGarvey, a respected leader for working families. Where are you, Sean? There he is. His leadership ensured that the tradesmen and tradeswomen were not only at the table, but leading the discussion. And later we'll hear from Liz Schuler, the barrier breaking as the first woman to lead the AFL-CIO. As Candace talked about women working in a man's environment, thank you, Liz, for being a steadfast voice for organized labor and an inspiration to women and girls across America. It's always a thrill to be with the mighty women of the building trades. Do we have a Californian in the house? Actually, being from Maryland, are there any Marylanders in the house? You're nearer, we're farther, we're bigger. I know my friend Rudy Gonzalez is here, the Secretary-Treasurer of the San Francisco Building Trades and a revered labor leader in my hometown. San Francisco is a proud union town. I wear with pride a pin honoring that I received on the 125th anniversary of the building trades in San Francisco. Imagine the courage of those workers 125 years ago. And our sisters with tools built the new Golden Gate Warriors Arena. You hesitated because of a basketball team, okay, but let's hear it for the sisterhood. As they are retrofitting the Golden Gate Bridge. These are women of drywall, women of steel, women like Megan Pryor, a working mom who went from journeywoman to apprenticeship coordinate, helping Bay Area women access the same training that changed her life. Indeed, in San Francisco, all right, you can apply. Indeed, in San Francisco, women are building the future. In California, women are building a future. In America, women are building the future. And all across the Golden State, we are at the forefront of the labor movement, especially in building a more diverse, inclusive workforce. California unions are committed to building pipelines for women, veterans, and communities of color to enjoy lasting careers in the trades. No state has more apprentice readiness initiatives like City Build in San Francisco. And two-thirds of your union of NABTU's California apprentices are people of color. Two-thirds. That's a triumph. And this conference even has its roots in our state, launching as Women Build California in 2002. We're proud of that. Today, this gathering, 4,000 women strong and growing, is a powerful voice reshaping our economy, one worker at a time. By recruiting and training women in the trades, you're helping women build good-paying, lifelong careers. And may I just say, the labor movement was the biggest force for equal pay for equal work in the history of our country. making it easier for women to live where they work and work where they live. Not only are you welcoming women into the trades, but you're helping them to take on leadership roles in their unions as well, as you see here. 2023 has been the year of the union worker. So many successes in negotiations. And I'm particularly proud of the leadership role that women of labor have played, from the picket lines to the bargaining tables, building power for working families. Thank you for all that you're doing to pave new pathways to the middle class in every corner of America. No one knows the importance of labor to our country better than President Joe Biden, the most pro-union president in American history. He knows the power, he knows the middle class is the backbone of our democracy, and that the middle class has a union label on it. That's why he made history as the first president to stand with striking union auto workers on a picket line. And why we worked together to save hundreds of pension plans from financial collapse during the pandemic. And nobody was more helpful for that than Sean McGarvey. Sean McGarvey, your president. Sean, thank you so much for making all the difference in the world. I think you should really appreciate that with a standing ovation for Sean McGarvey. This is very decisive, because the fact is that we even have to fight for these things is remarkable. Just think, like 100 years ago, the labor movement, more than 100 years ago, 125 years ago, the labor movement changed America by respecting workers and having fairness in our economic system. We didn't achieve everything, but everything we achieved happened because of organized labor. And this meeting is so important because, of course, of the importance of women in the leadership of it, but also this is what is going to save our democracy. Fairness. Fairness. And as I said, the middle class is the backbone of our democracy. And I truly believe that the labor movement is really the strength of our democracy. And that's why President Biden has made it his mission to deliver jobs, jobs, jobs across America. Good paying jobs. Prevailing wage jobs, Davis-Bacon jobs. Since President Biden took office, America has created 14 million new jobs, many of which are union protected and pay, again, prevailing wages. We owe gratitude to the building trades, who are tireless defenders of the federal prevailing wage protections. Thank you all for that. And fueled by Democrats' prolific lawmaking, your locals are seeing a steady stream of work across the country, from building roads, bridges, rail, water systems, and public transit under our infrastructure law, to restoring America's manufacturing with our CHIPS and Science law and the labs that go with it, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and the rest. To leading the industries of the future with our Inflation Reduction Act and all the union jobs that go with that. Importantly, President Biden has insisted on putting equity and justice at the heart of all this legislation. Together, we are building the infrastructure generation, changing the face of our workforce while building projects that are changing the face of our nation. But our work is not yet finished. There are still too many barriers that women face when trying to join the workforce. That's why Democrats are fighting to tear those barriers down. We must expand access to childcare and pre-K so that children learning, parents earning, can have more women in the workforce. And dads too, and it helps dads too. We must expand access to home health care so you can afford to care for an elderly parent or a child with a disability. We must expand access to paid medical leave so you can take care of family responsibilities without fear of losing pay or losing jobs. Now, unions help you with that, but for women in general, we want that to be what we do. Only the full participation of women will unlock our full economic potential, because we believe that when women succeed, America succeeds. Back to unionizing. At the same time, we want more Americans to benefit from the transformative power of worker solidarity. This year, we've seen organized labor achieve historic victories for better pay, protections, and working conditions, as I mentioned earlier. So Democrats will never stop fighting to pass the PRO Act so that every worker can enjoy the rights and dignities that come with a union card. As you forge the foundation of America, you are forging a stronger workforce, a stronger middle class, a stronger democracy, a stronger nation. Indeed, you all are the architects of justice, economic justice, housing justice, environmental justice, health justice, social justice, and so much more. As I look out at all of you, I see America's future, and our future is bright because of you. Well, building that future won't be easy. You know our motto. Here we go. I'll end as I began. We don't agonize. We organize. We unionize. Because nobody can mobilize behind a righteous cause like working women can. Thank you again. Best wishes for a productive rest of your convention. Thank you so much.